Good morning. I am Columbia Daily Tribune City Editor Matt Sanders. With me is our crime reporter and courts reporter, Alan Birdziak. So it is brutally cold this morning. I'm sure you've noticed. I'm not telling you anything new, but I had this recurring vision of Jack Torrance at the end of The Shining going through my head this morning. Because I went outside to start my car, and my God, it was ridiculous. But anyway, hope you made it safe to where you were going this morning without any ill effects, and hope your kiddos were nice and bundled up at the bus stop. But in news that maybe you don't know yet, we have a few things. Alan actually has worked on a really interesting story that's posted on our website right now about a man who sued drug task forces around the state. There was actually a ruling in one of the lawsuits. I'll let Alan tell you the rest.
Yeah, on Tuesday, actually, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, the 4th. Anyway, a judge in Audrain County ruled in favor of Aaron Mallon. He's a Missouri guy. He's actually going to school in Colorado now, but he sued the East Central Missouri Drug Task Force in, I think, 2015, alleging violations of the Sunshine Law. And it turns out the judge agreed with him, saying that the East Central Drug Task Force is subject to the Sunshine Law, that they violated by not allowing him to attend one of its governing board's meetings in 2015, and that it also needs to keep a records custodian. And there's some interesting things that came out during that trial, which was actually in June. The judge didn't issue her ruling until this week. But former Audrain County Sheriff Stuart Miller, who's now retired, at the trial, apparently he had said that he had given some documents, or he had produced documents to Mallon that he'd requested, or some of them, but he said on the stand that he had altered them. They're not sure exactly how or which documents were altered, but they're going to get back into court soon and try to hash that out and maybe amend the petition to try to get to the bottom of that, is what his attorney was telling me yesterday. So it's very interesting stuff. Mallon's got lawsuits. He and his attorney, Dave Rowland, got lawsuits against drug task forces in Kansas City, St. Louis, one that's based here in Boone County, and also a few other places around the state. They all kind of try to skirt these transparency laws, and as we saw this week, they are considered governmental bodies. So
at least one judge is saying that right now. Of course, that could change. But
indeed, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll be keeping track of those lawsuits, particularly the ones in our area, to see how that turns out. Of course, we're also trying to get in touch with the losing side in this initial ruling to see if maybe they have plans to appeal or something like that. So we'll see what we can get on that. Other stuff that we have today, also online now, is a story about the Chamber of Commerce's legislative priorities for the current legislative session. Some interesting stuff in there, some stuff that might surprise you, such as a prescription drug database. That's something that they'd like to see created. So you can take a look at that right now. We also have a story about the resignation from the Boone Hospital Board of Trustees of Fred Perry. He had promised that when he became commissioner, he was going to resign as a trustee. It looks like he has now done that, and we even have a person who has applied for appointment to his now vacated seat. So look for some more details on that later. Of course, you can always reach us via Twitter, our Facebook page, and by email.